UNP parliamentarian Sajith Premadasa shared these views on members of local government institutions in Parliament yesterday.
ගරු කතානායකතුමනි මේ මන්ත්‍රීතුමන්ලාට ලැබෙන්නේ රුපියල් 5000ක.
Honorable Speaker, these members are only given a meagre salary of 5,000 rupees. Look at the perks given to parliamentarians. We are also public servants. We receive permits. We receive office facilities. We receive official housing, allowances and telephone facilities. I am not saying that it shouldn't be given to us. Honorable Speaker, I propose that it is apt to increase this meagre allowance of 5,000 rupees. If they can be allowed to issue letters stating that they are members or councilmen, why can't they be allowed to use this designation elsewhere? The budgets of 14 local government bodies were defeated. What is the reason behind this? Decisions being taken single-handedly. If you are willing to bring in amendments to the Act in order to protect these chairpersons who commit mistakes, then why can't you bring in amendments to ensure representation of women and youth?
ඔබතුමන්ලාට පුළුවන් නම් මේ වැරදි වැඩ කරන සභාපතිවරු රැකගන්න මේ පනතට සංශෝධන ගෙනෙන්නට ඇයි දෙයනේ කාන්තා නියෝජනත්වය වැඩි කරන්න සංශෝධනය ගේන්න බැරි ඇයි තරුණ නියෝජනත්වය වැඩි කරන්න සංශෝධනය ගේන්න බැරි.
The 29th Kalabhushana State Awards ceremony took place earlier today at the Nava Ranghala at Royal College, Colombo.
The awards ceremony took place under the patronage of Minister of Culture and Arts T.B. Ekanayaka.
Creative artists who committed themselves for the betterment of art by research and creativity were appreciated at this ceremony. Awards were presented to over 300 artists well excelled in literature, music, drama, art and dancing. Close to 300 artists who made their field or work proud were presented with the Kalabhushana Award. Noel Brian Ranasinger was presented with the Kalabhushana Award for his services to music for over 55 years. Noel Ranasinger, who entered the world of music through the La Silonians band, is a proud composer for over 600 creations. Noel Ranasinger was internationally recognized for music at the 1976 World Song Festival.
You're watching News First. Still in local news, a blood donation campaign organized by the Malapalla Sanas Association in Makumbura Kottava for the 4th time took place today.
The program took place under the patronage of Director of the Sirius Media Network, S.M. Marikar.
The work that is being done by the Youth Association of Malapalla and the youth is an example to not only the youth in the Colombo district but the entire nation. This is a fine example on how to bring the village together and create a generation that renders a service to the village and the country. Patients at the cancer hospital are in need of blood. As an urban councillor, I am pleased with what the Youth Association of Makumbura is doing.
The Damadivasanchi religious ceremony commenced yesterday.
The ceremony commenced after the sacred relics of Sariyut and Mugalan Agrashavaka Theros were taken out of the Secure Dome and placed in a special exhibit for viewing. Large crowds of devotees from Sri Lanka and India gathered at the Chaithyagiri Vihara to pay homage to the relics. A special puja also took place under the auspices of the chairman of the Sri Lanka Mahabodhi Society and the chief incumbent of the Chaithyagiri Vihara, Venerable Banagalupati Sathera and Venerable Ratmalana Panyaji Vathera.
Welcome back. You're watching your Primetime Weekend News Bulletin.
In business news tonight,
A Reuters report suggests that under the terms of an EU proposal, the cost of closing down a Eurozone bank will initially be borne almost fully by its home country, but the obligations or Eurozone partners will gradually rise to be shared equitably after 10 years.
That's right. Now, according to Reuters, the proposal prepared by Lithuania, which holds a rotating presidency of the European Union, will be discussed at a meeting by senior EU officials in Brussels tomorrow.
It was on the 6th of September that K. Madhivanan announced his resignation from the post of cricket vice chairman due to undue influences from court above unquote.
Now, Sri Lanka Cricket announced on the 6th of this month that the post left vacant by the resignation of K. Madhivanan, who had obtained the highest votes at the last election, was filled by Asanga Seniviratne, who had been defeated at the same election. Well, of course, we'll be taking a look at this story later on in the news.
It was on the 6th of September that K. Madhivanan announced his resignation from the post of Vice Chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket due to undue influences from above. Sri Lanka Cricket announced on the 6th of this month that the post left vacant by the resignation of K. Madhivanan, who had obtained the highest votes at the last election, was filled by Asanga Seniviratne, who had been defeated at the same election. However, speaking in Parliament yesterday, MP Arjuna Ranatunga stated that it had been revealed that the said appointment had been made upon a request to that effect being made by the Minister of Sports. Minister, there is a CD of the last Executive Committee meeting. I wish to submit this CD to the House. I will give you also a copy. It is upon your request that Asanga Seniviratne was appointed.
Asanga
Seniviratne is the person who contested for the post of Vice Chairman and obtained the highest number of votes at the final elections. The Executive Committee appointed him. I cannot do anything because it is a decision that was taken by the committee. Extract. At the Executive Committee meeting held on the 6th of December 2013, the Chairman, before the Executive Committee members, stated that Asanga Seniviratne needs to be appointed to the post of Vice Chairman as per the request by the Minister of Sports. Our attempts to contact Asanga Seniviratne or Chairman of SLC Jayantha Dharmadasa on the matter of Vice Chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket proved futile. We are aware that the new Vice Chairman is the head of the Sri Lanka Rugby Football Union. It is difficult for us to understand how such a person will give priority to cricket. We have to question the morality of how a person who contested an election and lost once again be appointed, no matter what the circumstances are. No one would appreciate to accept positions based on influences being made. However, the Minister of Sports constantly reiterated that if there is any sort of political influence on the administration of sports during his tenure, he would resign from his ministerial position. If you can prove it, if someone was appointed or removed by political influence, I will hand in my resignation letter. However, allegations are being made that there was political influence over the post of Vice Chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket 6 months after the minister made this statement. Does the appointment of Vice Chairman for Sri Lanka Cricket prove the statement made by the International Olympic Committee that there is political influence over sports in Sri Lanka?
Well, that wraps up Sunday night's edition of Primetime News. I'm Sonali Wanigabadage.
And I'm Sharon Silva. Have a good week ahead.
Newsfirst at 9.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.